And now I feel a little spoiled to the point where if something major happens, I expect to get a card. Lovely friends, how are you doing today? Great, me too, thanks very much for asking. Becca here on Becca's Brit vlog, and before we get into the topic of today's video, I want to give a shout out to the video sponsors, DateBritishGuys.com and DateAmericanWomen.com. I signed up for DateBritishGuys.com about 2 years ago. I never expected that I would actually date someone from the UK. I was just looking to find Brits that I could talk to about everything, current events, news, politics, TV, books, movies, music, all things British, which I love because I'm an Anglophile living in the US and there aren't that many Brits near me that I could talk to about that. So I matched with John on Date British Guys. We started talking and before I knew it, a romance was blooming. We met, we fell in love, we got engaged, and we hope to be married in the near future. We're currently in immigration limbo, waiting for that to happen. But our plan is for John to hopefully be able to move to the US, get married, and then have a life here. If you're an American looking to talk to British guys, or if you're a Brit looking to talk to American women, head on over to DateBritishGuys.com or DateAmericanWomen.com. The websites talk to each other, so don't be worried that you need to sign up for one or the other. I can confirm that the website is awesome. It works, obviously, because I'm now engaged to my very own Brit. So check out DateBritishGuys.com and DateAmericanWomen.com. The links are in the description. That brings us to the topic of today's video. John and I have been separated across the Atlantic divide for... I last saw him in December when I traveled to the UK, and before that, he was here the previous December. So most of our relationship is long distance at this point. So I've done this video to talk about how Americans and Brits can date long distance. Number one, I don't know if Americans know this. I didn't know this, but apparently Brits love greeting cards. Like in America, I mean, you get somebody a birthday card, you might send Christmas cards, maybe a Mother's Day, Father's Day cards, but Brits send cards for absolutely everything. I've gotten Easter cards. I've gotten lots of various occasion cards like, hey, I'm thinking about you. Here's a card. Congratulations on this. Here's a card. Thanks for this. Here's a card. There are cards all the time. I wasn't used to receiving very many cards, and it was kind of nice. We like it when we know that you're thinking about us. And so the British greeting card culture, it's a great way to let your significant other know that you're thinking about them. I used to make John some handmade cards and send them, and I bought a pack of these lovely stamps. These are USA Forever Global stamps. With those, you can mail a letter or a card to the UK. It's less than $2. For less than $2, you can send a card. And Brits, you can send cards from the UK to the US. I'm not sure what the postage costs. John can fill us in on sending a standard size card. Or there are lovely little websites that make sending personalized cards very easy. The website that we use most frequently to send cards to each other, because now that I'm dating a Brit, I too send him lots of cards, is called Moonpig. Moonpig has a UK site for sending cards to UK citizens, and they also have a US site for sending cards to Americans. And Brits can get on the American site, Americans can get on the British site, and you can send each other cards. This is a giant Christmas card that John sent to me last year. He also sends my little girl Christmas cards and Mother's Day cards. I get 2 Mother's Days because British Mother's Day is in March. American Mother's Day is in May. Guys, if you really want to make your significant other feel special, celebrate both Mother's Days. Helpful hint. More Christmas, Mother's Day. I mean, he's amazing when it comes to making me cards and sending cards. And now I feel a little spoiled to the point where if something major happens, I expect to get a card. Number 2, keep it spicy. It's difficult to do that long distance. However, there are a couple ways that you can make it easier. I mean, we all have smartphones, right? Or laptops or tablets. Send some spicy pictures, but only if you're in a committed relationship with that person and you understand that it's okay with them first. I really appreciated that John was very respectful in that regard, which is not something that I've experienced with American men. It seems like maybe the Brits are a bit more sensitive to the fact that women don't want to receive unsolicited photos. Now we're at a point in our relationship where we both understand that's absolutely okay anytime, day or night. I actually, during the first lockdown, did a virtual boudoir photo shoot via FaceTime in my home and sent John a couple pictures. Like I said, just keep it spicy. That was for our first anniversary, and I had them printed in a little cigarette case, shipped over, and he very much appreciated it. But you don't have to do anything professionally, I mean, at home, whatever. Just like communicate with each other. You can make your text romantic. You can make your text spicy. You can make your photos romantic. You can make your photos spicy. Just remember that you are dating this person and you want to keep the magic alive until you're, able to physically be with each other. Another way that you can make this happen long distance, I won't go into the details, but check out lovesense.com. Max and Nora's is a Wi-Fi enabled way to stay connected with your significant other long distance. Number 3, presents. Who doesn't love presents? They don't have to be big presents. One of the main ways that John and I send each other gifts is through Amazon, because I can get on amazon.co.uk and he can get on amazon.com and send each other gifts that would probably be too expensive to send otherwise. So you can send each other books, you can send each other humidifiers. I mean, anything that you want to send your significant other to think, I see this would make your life easier, or this makes me think of you. It doesn't have to be big. With Amazon Prime, you can send anything, no matter how expensive or inexpensive. I sent John chocolate bourbon biscuit bookmark for his birthday. I think I sent him some books too. So it's not like a huge order from Amazon. It's not expensive to do. Other websites have a US or UK equivalent, like Marks and Spencer. So John has ordered things for me from Marks and Spencer, and I ordered John a birthday cake, a giant Easter egg, etc. from Marks and Spencer and had them sent to his house. Apparently beer is another thing you can order on Amazon, and I sent John a case of San Miguel for his birthday. He sends me lots of British treats from like British Corner Shop, the British Hamper Company, and most frequently from like Teleflora, so he can order me flowers online and have them sent here without any difficulty. And I've gotten flowers at least once a month for every month that we've been together. I don't know if it intended to start that way. It just seemed like there were reasons to send flowers, and then randomly I'll get a bunch of flowers, and it's very sweet. It doesn't have to be expensive, but it lets your significant other know that you're thinking of them from a long way away. And I've had days where I'll text John and say, oh my God, I'm having an awful day. And a few hours later, a bouquet of flowers shows up. So you can kind of comfort your significant other, let them know that you care and that you're thinking about them without being there physically. A few gifts that John has sent me. Books are great, because we're at the point now where we like lay in bed on FaceTime and just read a book or read a magazine while we're winding down for bed. And it's like we're just laying in bed together reading for the evening. So he sent me The Lady of the Rivers, which is in Philippa Gregory's Royal Histories collection. And this, a nonfiction book about Her Majesty back when she was a princess. Etsy is another really good website, because there's UK Etsy, there's US Etsy, there are various shops around the world, and you can see where they ship to and how much the shipping costs. So John has ordered several things for me on Etsy. This is a little map heart that he made with both of our locations on it. He had a necklace made with both of our initials and our countries on it. And a Mother's Day gift that I received, which I believe was made in Scotland, is this like antique brass locket with photos of my little girl and me inside. So very sweet, really simple to do. It doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of effort, but it lets your significant other know that you're thinking of them, and also it's not something generic. It's something personalized to your relationship, which when you can't be with each other, it's those little things that you can hold on to that kind of keeps your relationship feeling real when it's just over the phone or over the laptop for the moment. Number 4, day date night. John and I try and have date night every couple weeks when we can. We'll eat dinner together, given John's 5 hours ahead. He's kind of shifted to Eastern time. He has a job that allows him to do that, and that's really beneficial. But if you can't shift your whole schedule, maybe on like a Saturday night, if you don't have anything to do the next morning, sync up your schedules if you can to make time for each other and have a little date night. We'll order in the same thing or something similar, or we'll cook dinner, sit down and watch a movie. I mean, we watch TV together every day. There are lots of ways to go about it. You can do Netflix party. There's Skype or Zoom screen sharing. John can stream UK TV Play or BBC iPlayer. I can stream HBO or Hulu, and those are services that aren't available in the UK, and we can watch a movie together. And it's nice to be able to watch something and you have that companionship to be able to discuss the movie. I don't know if you're like me, but John and I will like stop the movie and make comments to each other. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother him. It might bother your person. It might bother you. I don't know. But I'm a big fan of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and so commenting on a movie and talking over the movie is kind of ingrained in my soul. It's one thing to watch a movie by yourself, but it's really nice to be able to watch it with your significant other, and then you can discuss what you thought, or what you thought was funny, what you thought wasn't funny. It's also really nice on like a Saturday afternoon. Kate will want to pop popcorn and the three of us can watch a movie together. So, you know, if you're a single parent and your kid has a relationship with your significant other as well, that's a good way to keep them involved. Having a movie day. Number 5 is communicate. Just like you were living in the same town or in the same household. It doesn't have to be in a stalkery, controlly way. Just let your significant other know what's up, what you're about to do, what, you know, like John knows, you know, if I'm working, if I get the chance, I'll send him a text. If I don't, he understands. But if I make plans to go out after work, I'll text him and say, hey, I'm meeting so-and-so for a drink after work. I'll let you know when I'm home, or what do you want to do when I'm home? Or he'll say, hey, I'm going to the pub with so-and-so. This is what time I expect I'll be back home. That way you're not, you know, 4,000 miles apart wondering what your significant other is doing. Being in a long distance relationship takes a lot of trust and a lot of security in your relationship. And one way that you get that is just to communicate. Communication lets your partner know that you respect them, that you think enough of them to let them know, you know, if you're going to be late home or there's something out of the ordinary going on in your day, just so that they don't have to worry. If you have iPhones, you can put each other on Find My Friends. John and I do that. So if I have a break in my day and I want to give him a call, but he's out walking the dog, I can just look at my app and say, oh, he's not home, so I'll call him later. Or I have it set to where as soon as I get home, it gives him a little alert so that I don't have to text and say, hey, I made it home safe, because usually I forget to do that. That way he knows I made it home, and he knows I'll call him when I get to it. You don't want your partner worrying, and you don't want your partner wondering. And so communication is a big way to show your partner that you care about them. It's probably the most important thing in any relationship. So there you go. 5 ways for Americans and Brits to date long distance. If you have a significant other in the United States or in the UK and you have any other tips for things we could do, let me know in the section below. If you're interested in linking up with an American or a Brit, check out Date British Guys and dateamericanwomen.com. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, leave a little like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. Keep it spicy. Keep it spicy. Keep it spicy.